Have you ever felt like your voice was trapped inside you, too shy or too scared to come out? It's a feeling many of us know all too well. Today, I want to share a story that might just change how you see your own voice. It's a beautiful tale about a young girl named Tara and an old poet who showed her the true power of words. Tara was so shy that her voice would tremble every time she tried to speak. It was like a tiny, fragile bird trapped in a cage. She carried a quiet sadness in her eyes, a longing to express the world she felt so deeply inside. Her neighbor was an elderly poet named Kesang. He was a man who understood the weight and wonder of words. He saw the unspoken stories in Tara's eyes and knew he had to help. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in shades of orange and purple, Kesang gently invited Tara to his porch. He didn't push her to talk about her fears. Instead, he opened a book of poems and simply asked her to read with him. That first evening, Tara's voice was barely a whisper, a soft murmur against the sound of the crickets. Kesang didn't mind. He just smiled and kept reading alongside her. They made it their ritual. Every single evening they would sit together, the pages of poetry books fluttering in the gentle breeze. Slowly, almost without her noticing, Tara's whispers grew. They turned into a soft, steady voice. Then that voice began to brighten, to carry the colors and emotions of the poems she read. She wasn't just reading words anymore. She was feeling them, living them. One night, under a sky full of stars, Kesang closed his book and looked at Tara. He said something she would never forget. Words are not loud because of volume. They are loud because of truth. That sentence was like a key unlocking something deep within her. It wasn't about shouting to be heard. It was about speaking your truth, no matter how quietly it starts. The truth itself holds the power. Inspired by Kesang's wisdom, Tara picked up a pen. For the first time, she wasn't just reading someone else's words. She was writing her own. She poured her heart onto the page, her fears, her dreams, the world as she saw it. And when she read her own poem aloud, her voice didn't shake, not even a little. It was clear, steady, and true. It was hers. Years passed. The shy little girl who could barely whisper was now a woman standing on a grand stage, a single spotlight illuminating her. Before her sat an audience of hundreds, their faces turned up, waiting. She took a deep breath and began to read her poetry. Her voice filled the auditorium, not with loudness, but with an undeniable truth that captivated every single person in the room. As she spoke, her eyes scanned the crowd, searching for one familiar, kind face. She was hoping, wishing, that Kesang could be there to see her. To see the seed of courage he had planted all those years ago now in full, brilliant bloom. He wasn't there in the audience. His time had passed, but as Tara stood there, sharing her soul with the world, she knew he was with her. The courage he gave her, the light he helped her find, was still shining brightly inside, a permanent part of who she had become. This story is a powerful reminder that sometimes all we need is one person who sees our potential, who believes in our voice before we do. And it shows that our own truth is the most powerful thing we can ever share. It's not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being the most authentic. So, if you're struggling to find your voice, remember, Tara, start with a whisper. Speak your truth and trust that your courage will grow. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this moment with me. If this story touched you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more inspiration. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep shining.